All right, lots to talk about here. I want to start with Gizelle's fiery box. What did you mean?
So I got that from the blogs, and
That she has a hot box?
The hot box means you have an STD.
Was there something on a blog that said you had an STD?
There's so much on the blogs.
Oh,
yes.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, there was something on the blog.
Let's disregard them, though.
The same blog that said whatever they said about Eddie said stuff about Gizelle, but as
They talk
you
about
saw,
all of it.
Giselle brushed it off and didn't care.
Right,
Didn't
and
make a
as
big
you
deal
saw
out of it.
earlier, Robin said we shouldn't police how people respond. Next question.
Oh my Lord.
So, do you have something against Hampton University? Because you did
Great
call
question.
Gizelle a broken whore from
Well,
Hampton University.
I apologize to Hampton University with all my heart because I did not mean to do that. But I was not wrong about saying that you were a broken hoe from there, because that was the word on the street.
There's that whole word.
You made comments about Ray's ding-a-ling, and that was what incited her.
I'm sorry we went there.
You sat there
Unfortunately,
and
we did.
said that you were upset, hurt, destroyed, whatever. Because
I did not. We're gonna handle this.
wish death on Ray, which you know at that moment and now was never true.
Did you mean to wish death on Ray? No, I don't believe you did now. Now that we've been through it and I've watched the season. But how would you feel if I said your daddy had to be dead and buried before your looks faded?
From that comment, I would know that you don't want my father to die. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if Raven came to you and that was an issue, why didn't we talk about it season 3, 4,
Well, you know
5?
what? You know what?
We on 6.
My child asked me not to. She just went
But
around.
you're saying it now.
She is now a grown
So,
woman.
Raven asked
and
you not
she
to
and
say
I-
anything.
She did. She just couldn't stand you. And I'm comfortable bringing it to you now.
Justin from Sarasota, Florida said, Wendy, don't you think it's hypocritical for Gizelle to want Karen to apologize for talking about the rumors about Jamal while she was going around spreading rumors about Eddie and others?
I didn't spread any rumors about
You
Eddie.
went to
No, I
everybody
didn't.
else except for me talking about rumors when Karen
No,
spoke
no,
the
I
facts
sure didn't.
about Jamal.
I
So
sure
you
didn't.
want an apology for Karen when she spoke facts that were backed
I
with
said,
evidence.
this is out
but you
there,
will
and
not
I don't
apologize to
believe
me
it.
when I have kids who can read. Good job, Gizelle.
I
Let's
have
clap for
kids
you.
too, and you looked at my daughter cockeyed crazy.
I didn't.
My
On camera or your
It was on
child's
camera.
side?
Who's moving? You moving us? Yes, Grace is. She's a young driver.
told me to be very
Okay.
All of her friends
She's lying.
called her
You're
and
lying.
said,
You're calling
Wendy
her daughter a liar?
I said
was looking
Gizelle
at
is
you
lying.
crazy.
You want to see how mature I am? I apologize to Grace. That's simple.
Great.
We move on.
Great.
Make sure you
Great.
apologize to Carter and Cruz when your turn comes.
There.
Go ahead.
No, I
Make
don't think
sure
so,
you
'cause
apologize to my children.
Actually
when you
stood
apologize
up
to
for
my
their
children.
father.
You didn't stand up for
Actually
We watched you on TV.
Okay,
said,
we are,
I don't
okay, we're going to
believe
talk
you're
about
a
that.
liar.
We are
You're
going to
a
talk about
liar.
that. Okay.
You're a liar and you're a coward. Oh, sweetie,
Okay.
you're a liar and
Moving
a coward.
on.
Liar.
I hope
All
you
right.
sit well.
Moving on, Crystal from Hanover, Mississippi said, how are we supposed to believe anything Karen says when she admitted she made up Sing Sing?
I said it because it sounded good.
Okay, it sounded good.
Yes, it
You
was-
liked the alliteration.
Well, I
Sing Sing.
wanted it to lift the moment. We went too dark.
You also said Gizelle was a drug addict, an alcoholic, and was in a mental institution.
Giselle, you are a drunk and a drug addict. You are all those things.
I didn't say.
You said those.
I didn't.
You
I
did.
didn't- No, that. Now you can say that.
Okay.
But that's not. Now I did say drug addict, alcoholic, all that. Alcoholic, neck and leg. I said it all.
Those are fighting words.
Do you understand that Karen and I sat across the table from each other? She didn't want to fight, and I didn't want to fight.
To the point that I shook
And-
the table. I grabbed the table.
And that's what we're saying
What's
is the difference.
It's still a verbal sparring.
It wasn't aggressive. It was.
It was aggressive.
We were stating facts.
Aggressively.
Oh, well, we do have regret. Can you say you have regret?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I will say, it was really fun seeing the two of you getting along. You explained salad tossing to Karen.
Yeah, teabagging.
Teabagging.
So you don't teabag and tell?
I have never teabagged, never will teabag. Y'all saw how much I teabag.
Okay, I'd like you each to say something positive to each other. Giselle?
We were in the doghouse with each other, but you're woman enough to say, you know what, I'm coming to this woman's house. I got to bring her something. That was respectable. And then
Absolutely.
when you saw my kids, you jumped up and hugged them.
It is anymore. Hi, girls. How are you? And you are so tall. Oh my God.
That shows the level of deep, I'm gonna cry. That shows like the level of deepness of a relationship that we have. You've seen my kids grow up.
I have.
And you would never disrespect them.
Never.
And so I appreciate that.
Don't make me cry.
Jeez, I'm gonna cry.
I just want to say I've never seen you really get emotional. Ever. Why is that making you emotional?
Because Karen could have sat there and not moved and just waved to the kids. Or she could have done whatever. But she didn't. And that meant everything to me.
Karen, go ahead.
You know I hold on to a grudge, but I also hold on to the trust of a child. And I thank you for respecting that. The one thing that binds us is motherhood. And you are a phenomenal mother.
Thank you.
And I know that you have this armor because of what you've been through. Okay?
Yeah.
And it takes a strong woman to come through that and be vulnerable. And I'm looking forward to possibly moving on in a funnier, lighter way. But I know you and I gonna always shade each other.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
I would like a Karen and Giselle hug.
Hug it out.
Can I squeeze your booty?
Yes. Booty squeezing.
Well, let me.
All right.
Now you do it again. You do it again.
I moved before you
do it
moved.
again, though.
Do what?
Okay, I'm gonna grab the booty. She's so nasty. She's so nasty. Okay, we couldn't even have a.
That was nice.
Viewers are tired of us not.
Yes, they are.
They tired of you.
They're tired of you.
Tired of y'all.
Oh, you tired of us too, Rob? Yes.
Met y'all and I got tired.
You tired the first night. Bless her. What
Okay.
happened?